Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. It is wonderful to see you all. Merry Christmas, I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to go ahead and set any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And after that, I will send you some Reiki wherever you are and whenever you happen to be enjoying this video. I hope you all had a beautiful day. Also, if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you want to go ahead and shop my Reiki charged crystals, head over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description. And through tomorrow, the 26th of December, 2023, you can use the shopping code SHOPSMALL2023. That's SHOPSMALL2023. With no spaces, and you'll save 20% on all crystals and gift certificates for services and readings. And look, we've got a little Hattie. Some kitten purr ASMR to start us off. Adorable. Yeah, adorable puppy. You can sleep right here. That's fine. But yeah, so good to have you all here. Let's go ahead and we'll start building that beautiful crystal grid. It's lovely to see you all on this beautiful Christmas. Oh, there's a Hattie purring away. Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Awesome. So let me just shift the world here. Okay, so we have here our beginning of our grid. We have as the foundation some mirror to reflect and deflect any bad energy. We've got some copper here to help break up any blockages, get the optimal flow of energy going. We also have some pink tourmaline, which helps with everything gynecologically based, as well as nerve pain and headaches, as well as helping to build a better self-image. We have some blue lace agate. This helps with saying, expressing ourselves in regards to things that are really difficult to express, so difficult emotionally to express. This is also helpful for the throat and skin allergies and even like light rashes, as well as when we have to say something that could be hurtful to someone else. This kind of softens it. We've also got ourselves some peridot, which helps with breaking up bad habits, limiting beliefs. It helps to support wonderful friendships in your life. And it's also helpful for releasing anger, jealousy, and guilt. And last but not least, certainly, we have our moss agate. This helps with every kind of illness or infection that you might have going on in the body. It's thought to help give the body a boost. It's also wonderful for feeling connected to spirit and unconditional love, as well as doing any kind of inner child or higher self work. So that is moss agate. So awesome. So let's see what we got all here. Yeah, I did see flowers requests, so I'm going to put that in first, but I wanted to say hi to Key and Patty, Renee, Dell, Vincent, and Cora Cara. Merry Christmas. Let's see. Yeah, Flower, Maria, Chris, Lila Ray, JS, Little Tree, Violet Integration, Kath, Lori, Still Not Still, Joanna, Renee. So good to see you all. So it looks like Flower, you just had a seizure event. I'm so sorry. And I always throw this out there at some point during the grid, and now is as good a time as any. I believe in using all the things that could possibly work. I don't think anything I do is a reason to discard any other system that can help you. I think that, personally, I use medication and I do Reiki and I hang out with crystals. I do all the things that can help. And I encourage you to make the choices that are best for you. And with that, there's definitely some stones that can help support anything else and everything else that you're doing for your healing. And so stones that are thought to help support seizure activity and help prevent them, one of them is malachite. Another is kyanite. We've used that before, so I'm going to bring both in just to start us off. Malachite helps with things like arthritis, inflammation. It's definitely thought to help with seizures as well as insomnia and just better sleep in general. Helps too with processing really difficult emotions and not getting stuck in the kind of the depths of grief that it's less helpful and not about processing, but more just sort of feeling awful. This will actually help you to make progress as you authentically experience those feelings. Helpful too for depression and anxiety, and even for dealing with phobias, particularly fear of flying. So that is malachite. And I'm also going to bring in blue kyanite, which has a strong affinity for neurologic support. In addition to things like that, blue kyanite is really, really helpful for everything to do with radical self-acceptance, loving and accepting yourself exactly as you are. Helpful too for understanding our spiritual guidance, even our dreams. If we're struggling to see what the meaning is, blue kyanite can kind of break through that. Helps too with, like I said, neurological stuff and making healthy changes, sticking to longer plans for healthy changes, and also for harmonizing kind of immature, petty, spiteful types of behavior. So that is blue kyanite. So all the best to you, hun. I wish you all the best. What a day to have that happen. But lots of love to you and Little Tree and the rest of your family. And let's go ahead and start at the top. Oh, cool. Let's see. So we've got a nice full house. Welcome in. Don't forget to hit the like button, everyone. See, I remembered this time. Gotcha. So Eva is really congested and coughing. Oh. Okay. And Eva is your cat, if that's, am I correct there? Because I want to bring in leopard skin jasper and emerald. So emerald can help with throat and lungs and upper respiratory stuff, bronchitis, all of those things, all of the upper respiratory illnesses. Also really helpful for reigniting passions in life. If we feel like we're stuck in a rut, this can help kind of liven things up. It is thought to help with healing the skin and tissue, and also helpful for restoring confidence about our appearance, especially those parts of our appearance that we're particularly sensitive about. So let's bring in that emerald. And we will bring in leopard skin jasper. Leopard skin jasper helps with connection to our animal companions and with helping our animal companions to heal and feel their best. Helpful too for connecting with our animal guides and guardians, and for anything impacting the skin, coordination, or balance. Also really helpful for manifesting a soulmate type relationship. So let's go ahead and bring that in. Okay, cool. So that is leopard skin jasper. Cool. And I'm going to work your requests in as we go too. But I definitely got some rose quartz. Sapphire. Oh, we got leopard skin already. Okay, good. And we'll do garnet and ruby right off the bat. and I'm going to work the rest in as we go through. So garnet is really helpful for organization, courage, and making the best use of our time, of our energy, of our resources. It really helps to take a big look and almost get managerial for a moment and think like, okay, what's the best way to get everything done? Helps too with creativity and with finding strength and balance in times of change. It's also helpful with creativity. It is the January birthstone and has a decidedly Capricorn vibe. So that's garnet. And ruby helps with the courage to be ourself. Also really helpful and complementary to the garnet as well in regards to big picture thinking, management, leadership skills, all of that good stuff. Helpful too for love, fertility, and fibromyalgia. So let's bring in some ruby. Next, we will bring in some rose quartz. Rose quartz is excellent when you feel emotionally depleted or overwhelmed. This can help bring in a ton of just high vibrational, unconditional love energy, which can also help if you are shifting into having higher caliber or more healthy relationships. This allows you to kind of shift into love is ample, love is abundant, and I deserve love. So, rose quartz. Let's put that under our malachite. There we go. And sapphire. I did see someone mention something about ears. So this helps with that too. So sapphire helps with not only the eyes and ears as well as the thyroid. It's thought to support folks with dementia as well as those who care for and about them. Wonderful for intuition, connection to our angels, and especially if you do really intense types of intuition like mediumship, channeling, that kind of stuff. Sapphire can be really, really helpful. Wonderful too for envisioning a positive outcome in times of change. So let's put that up here. That is sapphire. There we go. There we go. Awesome. And I'm going to keep coming back to your requests. And thank you for being here, Chris. And all the best to you. And Merry Christmas. Oh, all the best to you for your kitty. Keep me posted. Setting the intention to overcome the holiday blues. Is it a Cappy thing, like a Capricorn thing? I'm a Capricorn and I tend to be a little morose. Yeah, it's a tough time for me too. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, Eva's your dog. Okay, I knew it was one of your animals. Sorry. Yeah, definitely. Oh, hey, Grace, welcome in. Sister Sheba, Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Yeah, the holidays can be so rough. There's so many memories tied in with things, and it can be really tough for even the most sturdy, stalwart kinds of folks, for sure. Let's see. I'm going to get to everybody's requests. Still not still. Severe depression. Medication counseling. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's do, so depression, we can bring in, malachite helps with it to some extent. One that I've found helpful for dealing with depression, and I personally struggle with that too, is aqua aura. This is a stone that started its life as clear quartz, and it was put through a process using gold, actually, which gives it this coating. And at first I was like, do we really need those? What are they going to do? and it is really different. Clear quartz is very much like a blank slate kind of stone and an amplifier, so it makes sense that we could manipulate them. I mean, we do that with intention. But yeah, this is thought to be really, really helpful for depression. So I hope that this helps you still, not still. It helped me, and I hope it helps you too. And I'm so sorry you're struggling. It really is an awful time of year. It's like the darkest time of the year, and we throw in all of these like landmines of memories about people past and past traumas. And oh my goodness, why? Why do we do this to ourselves every year? Well, I pigged out, so that's how I celebrated my day. I had a friend over, and I cooked, and we pigged out. It was great. But lots of love, and please let me know how I can keep supporting. Let's see, Lori. I'm still looking for more jade. Larimer opal. I just put in the rose quartz. Azurite emeralds there. Rhodonite peacock ore. And ruby's already in there. Okay. Oh, it was Lori that asked for ear healing. Okay, good. So we have that with blue sapphire. Rhodonite helps with, this will be helpful for a lot of us for the holidays. Rhodonite helps with healing a broken heart, and it can be really superb for allergies, autoimmune stuff, and asthma as well. Helpful very much for the lungs, as well as overcoming the impacts of emotional abuse, more like helping you to deal with the impacts of emotional abuse. Also helps with balancing yin and yang in the body and dealing with insecurities as well. So that is rhodonite. Let's see. Larimer helps with connection to our spiritual purpose and a ton of encouragement to follow through with it. When we follow our spiritual purpose, we are the ones kind of breaking that path. This is the one that gives us the confidence to go ahead and do that. It also helps to separate the ego from the self and kind of give you that pioneering attitude in terms of your living up to your spiritual purpose. So that is Larimer. Next is opal, which is very, very protective. This is fire opal. Ooh, there we go. Fire opal, and all opal really is thought to be helpful by many shamanic cultures, as one might be doing spirit medicine for someone who is ill. This will protect the person facilitating that. So the shamanic practitioner, helping to keep them cloaked or hidden from anything that would do them harm. Also helpful for calling in what you're manifesting, what you're asking the universe for, so it can help to manifest abundance in general. So that is opal. Azurite helps with creativity, intuition, insight, and connection to your spiritual self. It is a great stone for worry and indecision. It helps us to gain wisdom from our guides and from those intuitions that we get. Also helpful for dissolving blockages of energy as well as obstacles in our path, and helpful for supporting the mind to kind of calm when we go into a meditative space. Wonderful too for spinal alignment and muscle spasms. So that's azurite. Peacock ore or chalcopyrite, really helpful for executive function. So that's big level thinking and planning, and also for even things like spatial awareness to some extent, even losing things. Executive function can be a challenge for folks with ADHD, with traumatic brain injury, with PTSD, and a number of other different things. So this can really help. It also helps with the concept of rebirth and being born anew. So that is peacock ore or chalcopyrite. And thank you so much for being here. Also, new job. Gotcha. Let's bring in some tourmalinated quartz. I'm going to bring in the green tourmalinated quartz today. So black tourmaline helps to repel negative energy, and that's what's going through this specimen. It helps to break up really old stuck energy that can help us with trauma healing and with really old stuck patterns and pain from way in the past, including childhood. And wow, isn't there a great day to break that energy up? It's today. Helps too with protection during travel, particularly by car, as well as new jobs and new revenue streams, whether it's a side gig or your main career job or even some kind of passive revenue type of arrangement. This will help you to really find the best aligned and most lucrative thing. Helps too with fortune and luck too. But yeah, overall, this helps with trauma. Breaking up old trauma. Also good for cardiac health and blockages. So that's tourmalinated quartz. And ear healing was sapphire. Awesome. So glad you're here, Lori. Merry Christmas. Awesome. You're welcome, Still Not Still. Cool. I'm loving these requests. Kath intentions courage to pursue goals, facing fears, finding friendships, and raising your energy level. Absolutely. Courage to pursue goals and facing fears. Because you say courage to pursue goals, I feel like one that'll be really helpful is yellow calcite. This helps with the solar plexus, the center of self, personal identity, and free will. This can really help us to set priorities based on our own desires and to release any need for approval of anyone else. Helps too with self-confidence and blocking and breaking up any blockages to that, as well as setting and holding good, healthy boundaries. Wonderful too for optimism and self-confidence in general. So this will help you with the confidence to see them through. There you go. So that's yellow calcite. And another one I want to bring in is red jasper. This is really good stone for facing fears too, but also it's very grounding. So this works with the root chakra, our center of basic needs, primal urges, fight or flight, fear and safety kind of stuff. This is very empowering. It's helpful with fighting injustice and bullying and generally standing up for yourself, staking your claim in life. Helps too with emotional support for long-term illnesses and for grounding and rooting and feeling connected to yourself and your purpose. Helps too with protection on a spiritual level as well as physical, and helps too, it's thought to help with depression as well as fertility. So that is red jasper. I'm just going to move this back for now so I can get in here. So I feel like that will help. As far as finding friendships, let's bring in honey calcite. Honey calcite helps us to kind of attract the best people into our life right now, whether it's friends, relationships, if it's new colleagues, new neighbors, whatever the case may be. This helps to bring in the people that are most aligned with you. It helps with balancing the solar plexus as well as the sacral, which is the center of relationships, and it helps with optimism even in really tough times. It's also thought helpful for postmenopausal women, of which I am one. So there we go. So I hope that helps. And raising your energy level. Oh, big yawn. Let's bring in some rutilated, which I think is also on Chris's list. Rutilated quartz helps with giving us lots of physical energy, especially when we're really run down and tired, or even just getting better from being sick. It can kind of give us a physical boost. It also helps mental focus. These rutils are thought to like focus the energy that you might be getting for, say, healing to go to where they are most helpful in the body. It's also helpful for focusing the mind. So this will give you some physical energy too. So let's actually do... There we go. So that is rutilated quartz. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Kath. All the best to you. Merry Christmas, little tree. Okay, so Dell has some good requests. Let's bring in Super 7, Indigo Gabbro, Crazy Lace. Baba and selenite. So selenite helps with reflecting nothing but pure white light. This helps to clear the energy of a space and can even be used to help clear your own energy field. It can also be used to clear the energy of crystals, and it can help us to connect more clearly and more easily with our spirit guides. I definitely recommend keeping one in any place that's like can get energetically sticky. Like any place that collects dust collects energy. And I also keep a piece just beneath every grid so that it keeps the space nice and clear for us as we do the building of the grid. Indigo Gabbro also goes by Mystic Merlinite, and this helps with looking deep at the ways in which we trip ourselves up, our own detrimental tendencies and habits and beliefs that are preventing us from reaching our goals and going where we want to in life. It's also really helpful for gynecologic health, everything from menopause to menstrual pain and cramping. Helps to integrate our spiritual connection, and it's also wonderful for intuition, especially dreams. So that is Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. Let's go ahead and bring that in. Crazy Lace Agate is one that helps with phobias and fears, so this will be healthy for Kath as well. So it brings in a lot of balance, a lot of courage, and it also helps to support and balance the heart and solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus, center of self, and the heart is compassion. Wonderful too for confidence and protection, as well as skin, eyes, and speech. Helpful too for bringing in physical energy and for connecting with the energy of the past. So that is Crazy Lace Agate. Clear quartz, as we kind of mentioned earlier, is like it's a stone that helps like boost the energy of anything, anywhere, as well as one that can hold an intention. So you can basically make this into your own healing talisman with any intention you have. You can also use it in place of any crystal that you don't have and do want to work with. So that is clear quartz. You can also bring in a lot of clarity. There we go. So that is clear quartz. Aventurine helps with expanding our vision of our own potential. So this helps us to keep from playing small or thinking, oh, I could never do that. I could never do that. This helps you to say, well, let's give it a shot. Maybe we can. But without sort of shoving you into it, it's more like a stone that encourages you to go ahead, try it, and really trust yourself a little bit more. Helps too with fertility, eye problems, heart rhythms, as well as allergies. And so let's bring this in. So that is green aventurine. If you are tech phobic, I definitely recommend green aventurine. Kambaba stone, which often gets called Kambaba jasper. It's technically not a jasper, but it's awesome. This is fossilized blue-green algae, and it's thought to help with connection to our ancestors, as well as to the earth, the health and yield of plants and crops, and to healing the earth and its various ecological issues, especially where we as humans are involved in having made them. It can help with learning about our ancestral lineage, our ancestral lands, and even helps us with learning languages. Wonderful too for meditation and just in general, feeling connected to the earth, feeling connected to your ancestors in whatever way feels meaningful to you. So that is Kambaba stone, or fossilized blue-green algae. Super 7, it was a beautiful gift to us from Chris. Thank you, Chris. This helps with working towards really big, large goals, dreams, plans, all the little steps that add up into the bigger goal being reached. Helps too with everything intuitive. It's a powerhouse for intuition, and it helps to strengthen the aura as well as help promote peace, harmony, and unity consciousness, that we are all interconnected and we're all one. Wonderful too for healing past life issues as well as karmic repetitions of things, and for healing the earth and the environment as well. So that is Super 7. Thank you, Chris. So there we go. Super 7. Awesome. And I think I got them all. Yeah, and we already got garnet, so we're good there. Health, happiness, wealth, compassion, and to be in service to others. Let's bring in some compassion with pink kunzite. Compassion for self and others. This is a really powerful compassion stone. I always feel so connected to the Kuan Yin when I hold this. It helps with compassion for others as well as ourselves. It helps with attracting love and commitment, like commitment-based love, as well as opening our hearts to love again after heartbreak or grief. Wonderful for hormones as well as chemical sensitivities, and even like hot spots that we get on our skin when we feel like that slight mild allergy to something nearby. This can be really helpful. Wonderful too for nerve pain, recovering from anesthesia, as well as helping new moms as well as sleepless babies, and just in general heartache and heartbreak. So that is pink kunzite. And little Miss Hattie here is chilling. How you doing, little butt? How you doing? Yeah, cool. Health we have with moss agate. That's in there. Wealth, let's do some citrine. Citrine helps with attracting financial abundance. Am I getting kitten kisses? Oh, I am. Lucky me. You want some crystals here? Here you go. You can have some citrine. So yeah, citrine helps to manifest financial abundance, and it also helps us to make good financial decisions and just good decisions about resources in general. Wonderful for addictions and compulsions, and very helpful too for balancing logic with intuition. Helpful for carpal tunnel, fibromyalgia pain, and nausea. So we will bring this in. That is citrine. See, compassion was definitely the pink kunzite, and to be in service to others, I think Larimer has it for sure. So thank you for being here, Dal. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Ah, gotcha. Goddess of Four, I hope you're well. Violet integration, intention of more energy, clarity on your next steps, and inner peace. Gotcha. Inner peace. Clarity, blue kyanite helps. Let's also bring in celestite. Let's start with celestite. So this can help with discernment. So if you are getting answers to your questions and you're having a hard time kind of telling where they're from, like, is that an intuition? Is that a fear? Is that a hope or a wish or a dream? If it can be really hard to tell those apart, celestite can be helpful. It also helps with connection to our angels, as well as just general wisdom from above and from the guides and guardians. Also can help with our relationship to pain and our experience of pain, because it tends to open the upper chakras, which are more about our spiritual connections. So there we go. Snowflake obsidian is helpful for inner peace, and I believe Chris also requested this one. This helps with also recognizing patterns that we have that are holding us back, as well as inner peace, serenity, hope after loss, and for connection to spiritual guidance through hearing, our clairaudience. Wonderful too for releasing guilt, balancing the body, mind, spirit connection, and also calming overstimulation. So that is snowflake obsidian. So let's put one piece here and one piece here. And so we've got that. And I also wanted to bring in picture jasper because you were asking for some help around next steps kind of thing. And I feel like picture jasper can really help us to sort of sense and see and connect with future potential. This also, in addition to picture jasper, goes by desert jasper, and you can kind of see why. It helps with envisioning that potential of the future, as well as seeing the big picture of everything going on. It's wonderful for seeing new adventures and new ventures, like starting a business, starting a job, anything like that. Wonderful for rooting out hidden fears that might be holding us back, and for big shifts in, say, if we're traveling, if we're being exposed to new people, new cultures, new languages. It helps us to feel in alignment with that expansiveness. Also helps with quitting smoking. So definitely hope that this is supportive of Chris and Key and Patty as you do that. But yeah, this can really help with that connection to the future and being able to kind of call it in and be aware of it in more detail. It provides that clarity. So that is picture jasper, or desert jasper, whichever you prefer to call it. There we go. Awesome. Lots of love to you. I'm so glad you're here. Awesome. So JS, finding my own apartment to call home. Inspiration for writing and creative reflection. Awesome. Azurite will definitely help with the creativity and writing. I'm also going to bring in blue tiger eye. Really helpful for writing and speaking and conveying your truth and expressing yourself. Helpful for bold communication, but also great for easing stress and bringing in a sense of calm. Helps too with facts over feelings and protecting truth tellers, so that as you bring out and you start to express your creativity, that you don't feel any need to shut down. You can really just sort of express yourself as feels authentic. So we will bring this in. And that's excellent for writing. Blue tiger eye is excellent, excellent for writing. And another one for creative reflection. Let's see. I also want to bring in, let's bring in some sodalite. This helps with writing also, as well as expression. So like it's expression, but it's also kind of however you want to express. So it definitely gets into the creativity, but also bringing it through. So this is another stone too that can help with expressing ourselves and getting our point across during a Mercury retrograde, which is not primed for good communication. This also helps homesickness. It helps to ground impulses, and it can be wonderful for menopause, as well as just in general communication and expression, however you express yourself, whether it's through music or a performance or writing or speaking, however you do it. This can help you to connect with that creative force, connect with it, and really bring it out. So that's sodalite. So I hope that that helps. And with an apartment to call your own soon. The first one that comes to mind for you in that is red jasper, which is already in there, like that kind of groundedness. Let's also see what else is there. I always use tourmalinated quartz because it can help with that too. I feel like I'm going to bring in, I feel like I want to bring in desert rose selenite. One of the things that this can do is help with like property, especially with like the contracts behind a property. I don't see why that wouldn't also apply to things around a property that you would live in that you maybe don't own. Desert rose selenite also really helpful for, here I actually did a meditation with it, and this is kind of what I got here. It's also definitely really helpful for many steps towards a larger goal, and also to redefine ourselves after loss, as well as facing big change, perseverance, especially in regards to schooling, tummy troubles and stomach upset, especially around like travel, and helpful too for clearing viruses, clearing the skin, and men's wellness, as well as wellness and healing of animals. But yeah, definitely helpful for property and things like that. So I hope that this helps with finding that good space to call your own. And definitely the red jasper is what I would have brought in for you, but it's already in there. So let's go ahead and bring in desert rose selenite. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Lila Ray. Intentions for a safe and joyful holiday for all of us. I love that. Yes, I will still be doing my New Year's Eve stream at, because it's a Sunday and that's at 8 p.m. Last year, I also did like a New Year's Eve where it was like as it was tipping into New Year's here in my time zone. But I feel like the 8 p.m. is a good time. I feel like that's a good time. But yeah, I will be here. All the regular times are here, and then I'll do something on New Year's Day as well. And Shell, welcome in. And yes, there are. I'm going to get to everybody's request before we get into the Reiki, and I will absolutely help you with stones that help you with studying. Absolutely. Let's see. Safe and joyful holidays. So let's see. The first thing that pops to mind is moonstone. This is definitely a protective stone, but it's also one of like being our authentic selves. Moonstone helps with connection to natural patterns, especially lunar cycles, but also with attracting love, a connection to the divine feminine, learning even ancient practices of healing, as well as spiritual learning from the past. Helps too with protection, especially protection during travel. And it's protective of women in general too. And it also helps us connect to wisdom and knowledge. So I'm going to bring this in. I feel like if there's one about protection and travel and also like joy and camaraderie and things that are important, it's definitely moonstone. So we'll put that under our desert rose selenite. There we go. And so many big yawns today. It's so good to see you, Lila Ray. Merry Christmas. I hope your son is healing well. Maria, healing intentions, independence, creativity, prosperity. Gotcha. So let's do lots of creativity today. That's been a pretty big one lately. Let's do so carnelian will help that. Pyrite will help that. Independence is definitely yellow calcite. But let's also see. I'm going to actually say this. So I saw a request from Shell for with studying, and that's actually the same crystal that will help with Maria's request for independence. And that is golden tiger eye. So golden tiger eye helps with research, study, and like big expansion of like big picture view, being able to see like, okay, well, there's a lot in play. Let's be able to think about all of them at the same time. So this helps with like management types of things, but also entrepreneurship. Like if somebody's writing a business plan or researching a business plan, excellent stone. But definitely research and study. It helps you to see all the different pieces of information and how they all connect in the middle, so you can truly understand it while you bring it to memorize. Helps too with protection against envy and jealousy. Lots of courage, lots of strength, tons of balance, and just awareness. Helps to like kind of open up your awareness. But yeah, lots of big picture thinking. So this can be really helpful. But yeah, for independence, that strength, the courage, and the balance, that is all stuff that can help support independence. And that's how, in much the same, one of the ways in which it supports entrepreneurship, feeling strong and capable enough in your in yourself, in your own independence to do that. So that is Tiger Eye. We also have for prosperity, let's bring in some pyrite. It's fool's gold. It's found near gold, so we like to think that it calls in the real stuff. So it helps with attracting abundance, but also making good decisions around finances and resources. Helps with memory, which can definitely help studying as well. And also the lungs, fever, as well as protection. This is one that can help you to open up intuitively while also kind of putting up a filter of what you're going to open up to and what you're not. My goodness. I ate so much that I'm yawning now. I promise it's not you all putting me to sleep. It's all the food. Food coma. There we go. And carnelian is yet another stone of creativity. So this works with the sacral chakra, which is beneath the navel. That is where we connect with relationships, like the close interpersonal relationships in our life, romantic relationships, and even just how we relate to the world more broadly. Helps too with healing wounds. It's wonderful for allergies and colds, and helpful too for attracting romantic partners, but definitely for creativity. Creativity lives in the sacral chakra, but it is expressed through the throat. So we've got my favorite combo for creativity is sodalite and carnelian together, and now we have them both. So there we go. There we go. Wonderful. Thank you for being here, Maria. It's good to see you. So much love, Sister Sheba, Grace, and Korakar. Grace's intentions: heart healing, self-love, and happiness. Heart healing, we've got our good stones for that. We've got pink kunzite and rhodonite. But let's also bring in, definitely bring in some fuchsite for happiness and also for heart healing. And self-love too. Let's also bring in amazonite. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do these. So fuchsite helps with boosting the energy of other stones, but it's also wonderful for connecting with fun and play, and fun just for the sake of fun, which can bring in a lot of happiness. Helps too with carpal tunnel pain, with spinal alignment, and with sleep disturbances too. And it's also great for anyone that's doing inner child work. So that is fuchsite. There we go. Amazonite helps with self-care too. This helps even the most selfless people to think of themselves and their longevity and be reminded that they deserve the same caliber of care that they would give to others. It's also really helpful for the spine and the spinal nerves. Wonderful too for luck and winnings, and also for bringing in a really calming vibe. So amazonite's also one of those stones that can look different depending on what's going on. Like it can be darker than these with just lines of white going through them, or it can be this sort of bright light kind of almost glowy color. There we go. Awesome. So that is amazonite. So lots of love to you, Grace. I hope that helps, and it's good to see you. Merry Christmas. Korakar, we have red jasper in there. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, though. And we already put in tiger's eye. So little tree, you got your wish already. Yeah, let's see. And for Patty, we've got some amazing requests in there. Yeah, lots of creativity. Good to see you, Catherine. Merry Christmas. Oh, Lila Ray, I'm glad to hear that your son's doing well. Okay, cool. So let's bring in Tiger Eye. I know I saw a request for calling in some good financial abundance in a hurry. I don't know if that was Catherine or Goddess of Four or maybe both of you, but here it is. Red Tiger Eye, wonderful for speeding us the financial abundance, also incredibly protective. This is protective against like malevolent spiritual work, but also bullying, nastiness, like gaslighting, triangulation, kind of like the setup routine. You know, people that really get into that whole like like a stirring malcontent kind of thing. This kind of stone can help really prevent that, and also kind of like it calms bullies, but it also like deflects what they're trying to pull with you. And I know that kind of stuff, like those kind of folks can pop up around the holidays and kind of wreak havoc. So let's go ahead and bring in that red tiger eye, green onyx, chevron amethyst, tree agate, septarian sugilite, let's start there. So septarian is wonderful for muscle spasms and for skin healing, especially wounds that are really not wanting to heal. Helpful too for emotional growth and having the support you need to get vulnerable and really go to where you need to go to do that personal reflection and that deep personal healing work. Helps too with understanding the underlying causes, habits, beliefs that are leading to issues in your life. And in general, just like being really supportive while we grow emotionally and emotionally mature. So that is septarian. So let's see, where do you all want to go? And for now, I'm going to actually put this right here. We always work it into our grid somehow. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga, and you might be familiar with the chakras. They're the bigger portions of that energy anatomy in that system, but there's also what are almost like the capillaries of energy in the body, and those are the nadi, N-A-D-I in English, and they help to bring energy all throughout the body. This is a stone that's thought to help bring that into balance and harmony overall for every part of the body, regardless of the nature of the imbalance or what's needed to bring it back into balance. So it's often considered tridoshic because there's 3 different doshas or body types, and this helps to bring all into harmony. So that is tree agate. We'll go ahead and bring that in. So that's general health and well-being too. Zoisite helps with releasing negativity, as well as a lot of encouragement, especially as you face all of the long list of things to do that you have in your regular mundane life. It helps to face challenges and setbacks and obstacles, and really can help prevent things like procrastination. Helpful too for dealing with obstacles, whether they're people or tasks, and helps with releasing sluggishness and apathy and kind of like, do I even have to do this? So yeah, zoisite helps too with connection to nature. So let's see. Put these here and here. So that's zoisite. Jet is superb for grief. So this is wood that's been fossilized very quickly through tons of heat, like intense heat, usually volcanic activity. So this is wonderful for anything where it's like quickly sudden transformation kind of things. So grief, especially like acute grief or grief that feels acute, especially loss of someone very close to you, including a spouse or a partner. It's also protective against like the evil eye, paranormal, things like that. And it's very supportive of folks who are supporting another person or even their animal companion in the hospice journey. So that is Jet. So let's bring this in. Let's put this here and here. Chevron amethyst is great for anything that is degenerative, whether that's like degenerative disc disease or neurodegenerative, something like MS. Either way, this can be really helpful. It's wonderful for taking our manifestations and what we're looking to ask the universe for, and to send those requests up to the universe and for us to hear those responses coming back. It helps with that intuitive connection and also with visioning intuition. So if it's images in your dreams, if it's scrying, if it's shamanic journeying, any kind of visionary meditation, this can be really helpful for clairvoyance. So that is Chevron amethyst. I'm just going to go ahead and bring this in. There we go. Green onyx helps with grief, sadness, and also loneliness. Sometimes it looks like this dark, rich kind of bluishy green. Other times it looks like a light pale green, almost like a pistachio color. Either way, it's still green onyx. But yeah, this is great for emotional shutdown, moving forward despite emotional pain, and also making decisions for your highest good, especially at times when emotionally you're just maybe not in the best place to be making decisions, but you have to. This can help support that. But especially for things like loneliness and grief, this can be really helpful for the sadness. So lots of love to you. Let's also do, I saw a few people looking for weight gain, weight loss, all that kind of stuff. Let's bring in that blue apatite. Blue apatite is helpful for, in any way and in every way, supporting a healthier relationship to food, the role it plays in your life, however you might be looking to shift that, whether it's weight loss or gain or just a different style or type of diet. This can be really helpful. Also wonderful with courage on our soul path, as well as clarity on our soul path. So this will be helpful for violet integration as well as strengthening our energy field and in general peace and harmony, like inner peace, inner harmony. So that is blue apatite. There we go. And bloodstone. Bloodstone is a good emotional stuff hits the fan stone. I consider it like an emotional first aid type stone. It helps deep heart-centered kind of energy, like emotional energy, but also the root, so helping you feel reconnected to your sense of self and basic needs, primal urges, your human self, when you feel like just completely thrown for a loop. Helps with lifting despair and providing emotional stamina, in a sense, as well as relieving self-doubt and helping calm the mind during meditation or during energy work even. So that is bloodstone. Bloodstone also goes by the name heliotrope, especially in the UK. So that is bloodstone. So lots of love to you, Key and Patty. Oh, Del, I didn't know you lost your brother. I'm so sorry. Oh, love to you, hon. I'm so sorry. Oh, what a time of year to, like, there's ever a good time. No, of course there's not, but oof, especially around this time of year. I'm so sorry. Fuchsite already here. Pyrite, peridot, honeycalcite, fuchsite, they're all in. So healing intentions for Goddess of Four, and hello, Goddess of Four. Prosperity, fast money, joint pain, weight loss. So we got the weight loss. Prosperity. Actually, let's bring in iolite because Chris had requested that. This also can help with weight loss, as well as clairvoyance, fever, and managing our money, making the most of our resources. Also helps with improved sleep and with intuitive connection in general. So let's bring in some iolite. And prosperity, let's bring in some cinnabar. So that red there is cinnabar, which is mercury. It is very toxic. Be very careful with that. And if you do buy it today, you're likely to get a specimen like this. Only those little spots of red are actually cinnabar or mercury. But how much do you need? It's so toxic. The rest of this is quartz. And oftentimes this is sold as cinnabrite because there's such small amounts of actual cinnabar. But the good news is that quartz helps to amplify the energy of what it's around. So that's helpful. But this is a stone that's been used for a number of things throughout human history, even back to ancient history. But cinnabar is thought to call customers into a business. It's considered a merchant stone, and it's just generally thought to help with financial well-being. So let's bring this in. That again is cinnabar. There we go. And joint pain, let's bring in some howlite. This is all joints as well as health and healing of the bones. So this is whether you need help with bone integrity or healing a fracture. With the joints, whether it's just sort of joint aches and pains or even an acute injury or a chronic injury too. It helps with all of those types of things, as well as on the emotional side, anger, resentment, and frustration. So it's quite a helpful stone indeed. We rely on it quite a bit here because, I mean, let's face it, joint pain, anger, frustration, like, I don't know anyone that isn't struggling with a little bit of all of those things. There we go. So that's howlite. And awesome. Thank you for being here, Goddess of Four. Merry Christmas. Dell, Snowflake Obsidian is in there. Rainbow Moonstone. Aha. Rainbow Moonstone is really helpful for connecting with the divine feminine, goddess type energy, as well as clairvoyance. Rainbow Moonstone goes like in jeweler circles, like if you talk to like a gem dealer. This actually is called white labradorite, but it's, you know, one of the marketing names is rainbow obsidian or rainbow moonstone. Moonstone and labradorite are very closely related. But this definitely helps with intuition, connection to the divine feminine. So many of the things that we see with moonstone, but also like with labradorite, this also helps with clairvoyance and awareness, and also bringing that awareness into the out of the intuitive and into the like functional realm too. So lots of help with things like clairvoyance in terms of channeling, mediumship, getting answers for folks, using any kind of divinatory practice. So that is Rainbow Moonstone. You may also see it with, I think this might fall. So I'm just going to go ahead and for now put that here and I'll see where it ends up. Another way to see Rainbow Moonstone is oftentimes there is kind of black in it. So just know you could see it that way too. Let's actually do there and there. Rainbow Moonstone. And this is what it looks like raw. Yeah, these are actually on the website. Awesome, good call. Love that stone. Healing hubby's body pain and more energy. Gotcha. Pain and inflammation, malachite, and lapis, which I think was also one of Chris's requests. Lapis helps not only with pain and inflammation, but also with integrity, personal responsibility, follow through, owning your commitments. Helpful too for ears, especially vertigo and hearing loss, as well as career improvement and career opportunities. Definitely helps too with cultivating a more organized way of living day to day. So if anyone has that intention, and I know a few people have been asking about that lately, lapis can be a really helpful friend with that. And for physical energy, we have rutilated quartz, but I'm also going to bring in bumblebee jasper. This helps with mental focus and clarity and like attention to things, like paying attention to like where you want to rather than your mind wandering, but also helps with physical energy and vitality and wanting to like focus and get into the work that needs to be done and get it done, whether you're working alone or as a group. Helpful too for decision making, positivity, confidence, and motivation. Definitely be careful with this one too. It has large amounts of sulfur as well as arsenic. So definitely be careful. So that is bumblebee jasper. And so all the best to you and your hubby, Goddess of Four. Oh, you were researching and saw selenite helps with seizures. I've not heard that before. That's interesting to know. Thank you. Okay, good. So we got good crystals for studying. We did tigerite. Let's also bring in labradorite. This is another one that can help studying. And it's also really helpful for detailed attention, like fine detail. So if you're like a coder or a programmer and you need to look for like the fine detail in all of the code, this can help with that. Any kind of needle in a haystack work. It also helps with workplace harmony and calming disputes, as well as like I mentioned, detailed attention, but also finding errors, and for enjoying travel and clairvoyance. But this is wonderful for better sleep too. So that is labradorite. So yeah, study, research, detailed attention, and getting a good night's sleep. What more could you want? So that is labradorite. And Catherine, asthma and money manifestation. We've got a lot of good asthma stones, and we've got all the money manifestation stones. So we're covered there. But asthma, we've got emerald. We've got emerald and rhodonite. Let's also bring in some green kyanite. This will also help Eva, Chris's dog. This is green kyanite, which helps with the throat lungs, chest, and heart, the whole cardiopulmonary system. It's wonderful too with balancing our spiritual side with our like mundane side, our like regular work, our regular walking around kind of life. Helps with gaining intuition through wisdom and also connecting with plants and nature. So that is green kyanite. So I hope that that helps. There we go. So that's green kyanite. Kanta, good to see you. Happy holidays. Oh, thank you, Lori. Is there any crystals I would want to add to the grid for what I'm looking to bring in? Yeah. Heck yeah. Let's bring in some orange sunstone. Oi. My good friend is a jeweler and made me a sunstone ring for Christmas. It is currently sitting next to the sink because I was washing dishes. But let's bring in some sunstone. What you doing there, little lady? Aw. Oh, back to napping. Sunstone helps to expand our vision of who we are and what we can be. It helps with recognition for what you do, lots of luck, and standing out above the others, helping to market yourself, market your business, and it can also be helpful for phobia support. Helps with bringing a lot of career opportunity and also encouraging you to be able to take it. Wonderful too for anyone that might be looking to move up in their career, like to be promoted. This can help you to stand out if you're applying for jobs too. So depending on how you want to use that like upward momentum and being recognized energy, Sunstone definitely has it, but it's tons of confidence too. So let's do some sunstone. Here we go. And thank you, Lori. Oh, it's good to see you, Gail. Okay, and so the last ones we need are to make sure that I got everything Chris requested. Rhodochrosite. Moonstone and Herkimer. Okay, so Herkimer helps with boosting manifestation, balancing really discordant energies, and also with being in the present moment as well as relaxation. And if ever there's a day to be in the present moment, it's today. Helps too with intuition as well as balancing metabolism. So we will bring that in. So that is Herkimer diamond. And last but not least, rhodochrosite. So rhodochrosite can be really helpful with connection to and healing of any kind of maternal stuff. So like mom stuff, daughter stuff. It can also help mother-child bonding. It's wonderful for the heart and circulation, as well as intuitive connection, particularly things like telepathy and connection to our ancestors, as well as our deceased animal companions. Helps too with asthma, so this will definitely help the asthma requests, and stress headache as well. So that is rhodochrosite. And I feel like I want to bring in aquamarine. And then we'll dive in. So aquamarine helps with forgiveness as well as deflecting really immature, petty, Karen-ish behavior, if you will. Wonderful too for May Justice Prevail. And it helps too with circulation of body fluids as well as healthy teeth and gums. So that is aquamarine. So there we go. And there we go. So awesome. Thank you all. Thanks everyone for being here. I super appreciate you all. And let's see, fire quartz. Sure. Fire quartz, absolutely, and awesome. Okay. I'll put them kind of around the outside edge, but fire quartz is basically quartz that has some mild inclusions of iron, and it gives it sort of this reddish look. These are a little less fiery than some specimens you might find. Some might be a little bit more orangey red, but these are definitely fire quartz. So fire quartz can help with that because points always help to get us towards where we're going, whether we point them and it's a matter of going where we want to go or just sort of like pushing us in the right direction. But also that fieriness helps us to feel grounded, but also have the encouragement and the kind of connection to the, what's a good way to put it? It's hard to get something intuitively and then put it into human words, isn't it? Like, okay. Motivation and motivation. It's easy to take like the motivation and really like put it into physical, let's put our feet on the ground and get it done kind of energy. So that's helpful for all of the above. So let's put one here and one here. And then we have our beautiful Bumblebee Jasper and our Chalcopyrite. So that's a beautiful grid. Thank you everyone for helping inspire this beautiful grid. And you know what time it is. I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works to anyone who's new, and the rest of you go on ahead into the comments and share anything that you're grateful for, anything at all that'll help lift the energy of where you're at and everything around you. You can also, if it's something a little bit more personal or if you're already nice and cozy, just go ahead, take a deep breath in and out and just think of the things that you're grateful for. It'll shift so much so quickly. And after I finish that description, we're going to jump into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I'm so glad to have you here with me today, that you're spending some of your Christmas with me. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so grateful to have you here. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all of my social media and my email newsletter. And through tomorrow, the 26th of December, 2023, I invite you to use coupon code SHOPSMALL2023. That's SHOPSMALL2023 with no spaces. That'll save you 20% on all crystals and all gift certificates for distance healing and distance tarot readings. And that counts for things that, like, say you buying a gift for someone else, but say you're buying it for you. You still use the coupon code. So I'm just putting that out there. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term in the West for energy healing. Specifically, I work with Usui Reiki, and this method was founded by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan, at a time where even being misunderstood to teach anything religious in nature had some very serious consequences indeed. So this particular method is deeply spiritual, yet completely secular. And I think you'll see, like, that's a big part of why I feel like it's gotten popular in the West in general. But at the very heart of this practice is the concept of energy that actually comes from Shintoism. That's the indigenous spirituality of Japan, and it's based on the concept that we are all interconnected and all interlinked, and that the energy of spirit, like spirit basically provides energy to support that spiritually guided soul energy, which is what Reiki translates to, that it basically flows into that interconnectedness of everyone and everything everywhere, and that our body, mind, and spirit all work with them independently to support our greater good and bringing us into the greatest resilience and healing balance that we can moment to moment. So essentially what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct more of it to you wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching this. Because Reiki isn't limited to the same things that I am limited to. I can only be in one place at one time. Not true of the Reiki. So whenever you're watching this, the Reiki will be there for you. If you're here live and you ever find yourself wanting a little bit of Reiki and I'm not live, go ahead and check our past healing live stream playlist. There'll be sessions for you there. You can enjoy them any day, anyway. So during this session, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotions may come up or be released. Mentally, you may be able to clear your mind or think some things through that you've been struggling with. You can also experience some spiritual clarity or epiphanies or great releases. You may also have a really healing nap. That's very likely and extremely encouraged. But however you feel during the session, it's absolutely beautiful. Just go ahead and get as physically comfortable as you can. There's nothing you have to do other than be open to the Reiki. And by being here, you already are. So I encourage you to sit or lay down wherever it feels most comfortable. Get up and get that blanket, that cup of tea, whatever you need to feel most cozy. But also, if you don't feel like sitting still, stretch, bend, move, do some yoga, journal, play some music, whatever feels best for you. There's no wrong way to enjoy this time. So as we go during the session, if you do feel like you need to go a little deeper, or if you get distracted, no worries. Just take a deep breath in and out. And you'll feel yourself slowly coming back into the session and kind of deepening your experience. I will send Reiki to all of you for 25 minutes. During that time, you'll notice the lighting will change. The lights will move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn the music up. If you enjoy the music, and I certainly hope you do, definitely check out the link at the bottom of the description. That's our musical creator. You can check out her website and also her incredible YouTube channel. You can listen to her music all day long. It's divine. And and at the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come in. I'll encourage you to take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to the space that you're in. Wiggle your fingers and toes and just gently come back. At that time, I'll be able to answer any questions that you have. I'll be able to hear any experiences that you feel inclined to share, and then we'll go ahead and we'll call it a day. I am here 5 times a week, same times, same days, every week. This week is a Monday at 7 p.m. and it is not a typical time, but it's Christmas. So we definitely had a nice little share. But yeah, I'd love to see you in person if you happen to be watching this as a recording. And wherever you are and whenever you are, Merry Christmas from the year 2023. And thank you all so much again for being here with me on Christmas. It really is an honor and a privilege to share this energy with you every single time that we do this. At the same time, it's Christmas and it means even more to me. So thank you. So let's go ahead back over, take a deeper look at that grid that all of you inspired. Thank you. And then get into the healing. Ooh, pretty. Nice. Okay, cool. So, yes, the days are getting longer now. Oh, love it. And I love all of these intentions. Little Tree, I'm not that far from the Philadelphia Zoo. I'm like pretty close to it, actually. Awesome. Thank you all for being here and inspiring this grid. So I'm going to go ahead, get into the Reiki, enjoy your session, and I'll see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. Thank you all so much for being here with me today, especially on Christmas. Natalie, welcome in. It's beautiful to see you. Little Tree, you are so welcome. I hope you all are feeling a little bit better. So if anyone has any questions about their session or anything to share, go ahead and just reach out and put it in the chat. Hattie the Reiki cat is purring. You're so welcome, Chris. All the best to you. And I hope Eva's doing well. Keep me posted. Good job, little Hattie. Yeah. Bringing them purrs. Still not still. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. You're welcome and thank you for being here. Oh, big cat yawn, yes. What a beautiful end to a nice long day. Thank you, Chris. And my aloe plant is sprouting up a couple of little babies. I'll make sure when they're mature enough, I'll pot one for you, Chris. Oh, Sister Sheba, I'm so glad it was. And that's really sweet of you to send your condolences to Dell and family. Renee, you're so welcome. See you next time. You have a vet appointment at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, gotcha. Keep me posted. If you need to go sooner, Art City Vets has like walk-in appointments that are like pseudo-emergency, and they don't charge as much as an emergency vet would. But I hope you get to go to your vet. Oh, Dell, yeah. May we all walk in beauty. You're so welcome. Lots of love to you and Lori, and condolences certainly on your loss. Oh, well said, Patty. May we all be deeply blessed. Thank you so much. I love being here with all of you. I hope you have a lovely night too. Lori and Dell staying up late to hang out with us on Christmas. It's definitely past your bedtime in Ireland. Art City Vets is near it's like close to the art museum. Yeah, if you Google it, it'll come up. It's on like Hamilton. It's like on the next block over from the Whole Foods in Fairmount. Yeah, it would be far for you. But it's good to know about it. Okay, gotcha. If I remember, I'll text you, but you can also just put it into Google and it'll tell you where it is. Yeah. ART City. Art City. But ultimately, I hope you can get in to see your vet first, because it's always better when you can do that. Ah, gotcha. Awesome. Definitely keep us posted. And I'll be here regular time tomorrow, 8 p.m. So you're all welcome back. And thank you all so much for being here. Okay, good, Chris. Oh yeah, and if you haven't liked the stream, definitely like it on the way out. But 29 likes, thank you everyone. I really appreciate that. So everyone have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 and Wednesday at 4, Friday at 4 and 8, and Sunday at 8. All of those are East Coast US time. And there's definitely going to be something special coming up on New Year's, so definitely look out for that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day or evening. I'm glad that you'll be here tomorrow too. Thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you all so much. It's such an honor that y'all spent time on your Christmases here. Seriously, it means a lot. Hope to see you all again soon. Take care and bye for now.